Hey everyone, welcome to Keller Acres. Today I'm making some chocolate chip almond flour cookies. I was inspired to try to make something similar to these Simple Mills almond flour chocolate chip cookies. These are really, really good. They taste like a Chips Ahoy, but a healthy version of a Chips Ahoy. So that is what I am trying to kind of emulate. I know mine will probably be softer. These are crispy, but we'll see. We'll see how they turn out. So here we go. What you need for this recipe, if you want to give this a try too, is 2 cups of almond flour. I like to use the almond flour I get at Costco because it's a good value, and I forgot to get more yesterday, so I actually ordered some on Amazon because I won't be back to Costco for a week. And I use a lot of almond flour. I'm also putting a 1/2 cup of coconut sugar. That's the sugar I'm using in these cookies, so they won't have any processed sugar. I like to get mine at Walmart. Then a 1/4 cup of almond butter. Also got this at Costco. 2 tablespoons of softened butter. I'm using unsalted. 1 egg, preferably room temperature. A teaspoon or so of vanilla extract. I'm using my homemade vanilla extract. This one I made with spiced rum. Bottled this back in October, so it hasn't been a whole year, but it's been long enough. And I needed more vanilla extract, so had to break into my stash. It's really fun to make. I've got videos out there on that if you're interested. Then we'll need about 1/2 teaspoon of salt. I'm gonna be using my sea salt. I love this stuff. I'm also gonna be sprinkling this on the tops of the cookies before I put them in the oven. 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder, 1/2 teaspoon of cream of tartar, 2 tablespoons of arrowroot powder. So the arrowroot powder is something I have not put in my cookies before, so we'll see. It's an ingredient that's in these Simple Mills cookies. So I'm using all the same ingredients except for tapioca starch. I don't have any tapioca starch. I might have to get some sometime. Give that a try. I don't have that. That's okay. All right, that's it. That's what you need. So let's get started. I'm gonna start by putting my butter in the bowl. That in there. Then next I'm gonna add my almond butter. I'll just stir this together really quick. Get it mixed in really good. I love these clear bowls. They're Pyrex. Found them on Amazon. Love Amazon. It came with 3 different sizes. Kind of nice if you like to do a lot of baking. Next, I'm going to add in my vanilla extract. And then my egg. Okay, gonna set that aside. Got my flour here. I'm gonna add my 1/2 cup of coconut sugar. I have high hopes for these cookies, so I hope that they taste as good as those Simple Mills chocolate chip cookies. I'm gonna add in my arrowroot powder. And then my baking soda. And my cream of tartar. I had to think about that for a second. Then I'm gonna just put a little salt in. I'm just gonna use I didn't measure this out. I'm just gonna put in a few pinches, or just kind of a big pinch of this. This sea salt is amazing. If you're looking for a good sea salt, this stuff is really good. I got it on Amazon, highly recommend it. So good, so good. And it's better for you than regular table salt. Okay, next we're gonna just add in our liquid ingredients. Okay, mix this up. Also have your oven preheating to 350. And I have lined my baking sheet with parchment paper. You don't have to do that, but I kind of like to do that. It just makes things nice and easy when it comes to cleanup. And obviously for this recipe, you need chocolate chips. I think I forgot to mention the all-important chocolate chips. Gotta have chocolate chips. So 1/2 cup or so of chocolate chips. You can obviously add more if you want. I am using Make Believe dark chocolate, no sugar added. Mini chocolate chips would be great in this if you're wanting to make like a smaller cookie. Or sometimes it's kind of nice to do, I kind of like to mix mini with the bigger ones. That's really good too. This is just gonna take a minute to come together. I'm kind of thinking I might have to use my hands in a minute to get this all mixed in really good. And that is exactly what I'm gonna do. It's coming together now. We're getting there. All right. I think I'm gonna still have to use my hands mixing in these chocolate chips just to make sure they get incorporated into this and they're not just all falling out. Baking sheet. And we'll get these scooped on here. And then I'll top them with some sea salt. If you feel like you've got one where the chocolate chips have just fallen out too much, just shove a little more in there once you've already scooped it out. Hard to get these chocolate chips in there really even sometimes when your dough is kind of thick like this. This one looks like, oh no, it's got a fair amount. Just want to make sure all of them have plenty of chocolate chips. It's always disappointing if you get a cookie and there's not very many chocolate chips in it. Gonna sprinkle on some sea salt. This should just make them extra delicious. Okay, gonna get this in the oven and I'll let you know exactly how long I bake mine for. All right, my cookies are done. They look really good. Here they are. It made just 11 cookies, but you can of course, I've got one on a plate over here ready to try. You can of course make yours smaller. I made mine a pretty decent size and they kind of, you know, they're nice and puffy. They look really good. I baked them at 350 for 13 minutes. Let's see. Looks delicious. Kind of wish I would have put a little more salt on there. This is a really good cookie. The salt especially makes it really good. Just brings out that flavor. So if I were to sprinkle a little more salt, that's what I would do next time. Make sure that I have maybe a little more salt on top so I can get a little bit of that salt in every bite. But these are delicious. If you're looking for a good almond flour chocolate chip cookie recipe so that you can have a healthier chocolate chip cookie, these are delicious. Give them a try. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe.